Right now, at this very moment, thousands of UK drivers are getting pulled over, handed fines, and walking away absolutely shocked. Not because they were speeding, not because they ran a red light, not because they were on their phone, but because they didn't have one specific item in their vehicle. And the worst part, most of them had absolutely no idea they were even breaking the law. If you are driving anywhere in the UK today, tomorrow, or any day this week, you need to stop what you are doing and pay close attention to what I am about to tell you, because this could save you from a fine that could seriously hurt your wallet. We're talking about fines that can reach into the hundreds of pounds, and in some cases, the consequences go far beyond just a financial penalty. Your license could be at risk, your insurance could be affected, and it all comes down to one item, something so simple that most drivers overlook it completely. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will know exactly what you need to carry, why it matters, and what happens if you get caught without it. This is not a drill. This is a real alert for every single driver on UK roads today. Let us start with something that is going to surprise a lot of you. The item we are talking about today is your valid driving license, specifically having it available and accessible when required by a police officer or authority. Now, before you roll your eyes and think you already know this, let me be very clear. This is not just about having a license. This is about the full legal requirement surrounding what you must be able to produce, when you must produce it, and what happens when you cannot. Because the law in this area is far more detailed and far more strict than most drivers realize, and the rules have been enforced more aggressively in recent months as police forces across the UK ramp up roadside checks. Here is what the law actually says. Under the Road Traffic Act 1988, every driver operating a motor vehicle on a public road in the United Kingdom is required to hold a valid driving license for the category of vehicle they are driving. That seems straightforward. But here is where it gets complicated. If a police officer stops you and asks to see your license, you have two options. You either produce it on the spot, right there and then, or you are given a notice to produce it at a police station of your choice within 7 days. This is called an HORT1 notice, and most drivers have never even heard of it. If you fail to produce your license within that window, you are committing a separate offence entirely, and the fines and penalties stack up very quickly. Now let us talk about the people who think they are covered because they have a digital license or because their details are on the DVLA system. Here is the truth. While the DVLA does hold your records electronically, and while police officers can check your details through their systems, this does not remove your legal obligation to produce a physical license when required. The physical photocard driving license remains the legally recognized document in the United Kingdom. If you are driving with an expired photocard, even if your entitlement to drive is still valid, you can face a fine of up to £1,000. Yes, £1,000, just for having an out-of-date card. The entitlement to drive and the validity of the photocard are two completely separate things, and thousands of drivers every year get caught out by this exact detail. Let us break this down even further, because there are several categories of drivers who are at particular risk right now. The first group is drivers who passed their test years ago and have never updated their photocard. Your photocard driving license expires every 10 years. The expiry date is printed right there on the front of the card. If your card has expired, you are legally required to renew it. Driving with an expired photocard can result in a fixed penalty notice and a fine, and if the matter goes to court, that fine can rise significantly. The DVLA sends reminders, but many people miss them, move house, or simply forget. Check your card today, right now if you can. Look at the expiry date on the front. If it has passed or is coming up in the next few weeks, you need to renew it immediately. The second group at risk is new drivers who have recently moved to the UK from abroad. If you hold a foreign driving license and you have been living in the UK for more than 12 months, you are legally required to exchange your license for a UK license or take the UK driving test. Continuing to drive on a foreign license beyond that point is illegal, and the penalties are serious. You could face prosecution, a fine, and in some cases, your vehicle could be seized. This affects a significant number of drivers and is an area that authorities have been actively targeting. The third group is drivers whose details have changed and who have not updated their license. Your driving license must show your current name and your current address. If you have moved house and not updated your license, you are technically committing an offence. The fine for failing to notify the DVLA of a change of address is up to £1,000. Now that might seem extreme, but it is the law, and it exists for very good reasons related to road safety, law enforcement, and insurance validity. If you have moved in the last year and not updated your license, you need to do it as soon as this video ends. It is free to update your address on your driving license, and it can be done online through the DVLA website in a matter of minutes. Now, let us talk about something that even experienced drivers get wrong, and that is the link between your driving license and your car insurance. Many people do not realize that if your driving license is invalid for any reason, whether it is expired, has incorrect details, or you are driving a vehicle category you are not licensed for, your car insurance policy can be voided. That means if you have an accident, your insurer can refuse to pay out. You would be personally liable for any damage, any injuries, and any legal costs. We are talking about potentially life-changing financial consequences, all because of a document that most people never think to check. Your insurance is only as strong as your license validity. If the license is not right, the insurance falls apart. Let us also talk about what happens during a routine police stop. Police in the UK have become increasingly sophisticated in how they carry out roadside checks. Automatic number plate recognition cameras, known as ANPR, are deployed across the country and can instantly flag a vehicle if the registered keeper has a license issue, an insurance problem, or any other concern on record. If your car gets flagged, you can expect to be pulled over, and when you are pulled over, the officer will ask for your license. If you cannot produce it, you will be issued a Hort 1 notice and given 7 days to produce it at a police station. If you produce it within 7 days and everything is in order, no further action is taken. But if there is a problem with your license, if it is expired, if the details are wrong, if it has been revoked, you are going to face a very difficult conversation with that officer, and the consequences can escalate quickly. There is also the issue of driving license endorsements and penalty points. If you have received penalty points on your license, those points are recorded on your DVLA record and are linked to your photo card. If you have accumulated 12 or more points within a 3-year period, you face disqualification from driving under the totting up procedure. Many drivers do not keep track of their points, and some are genuinely unaware that they are driving on a license that has already been disqualified by the courts. Driving while disqualified is a serious criminal offence that can result in an unlimited fine, a community order, or even a prison sentence. This is not something to take lightly. You can check your driving license record and your penalty points online through the DVLA website for free, and it takes less than 5 minutes. Let us now talk about what you should physically have with you every single time you get behind the wheel. Your valid photocard driving license should be with you or accessible for production within 7 days. Your vehicle insurance certificate, or at minimum the details of your policy, should be stored somewhere accessible, whether that is on your phone or in the glove box. Your MOT certificate, if your vehicle is over 3 years old, should be valid and you should know its expiry date. And your vehicle tax, which is now entirely digital, should be up to date and linked to your vehicle registration. While you do not need a physical tax disc anymore, your vehicle must be taxed, and you can check this online using your registration number. Now, here is something that most drivers genuinely do not know. Even if you are parked on a public road and a police officer approaches your vehicle and asks for your documents, you are required to produce them. The requirement to produce a valid driving license does not only apply when you are caught in the act of driving. If you are the registered keeper of a vehicle and there is a concern about its use, you may still be required to demonstrate that you hold a valid license for it. The law is broad, and officers have significant powers when it comes to document checks. So what should you do right now, today, after watching this video? The first thing is to find your photocard driving license and check the expiry date. If it is expired or expiring soon, go to the DVLA website and renew it immediately. The second thing is to check that your name and address on the license match your current details. If they do not, update them for free on the DVLA website. The third thing is to check your penalty points online and make sure you are not approaching the disqualification threshold. The fourth thing is to check your MOT and vehicle tax expiry dates and make sure both are valid. And the fifth thing is to make sure your insurance is current and that your policy covers you for the type of driving you are doing. These 5 checks take less than 15 minutes in total, and they could save you from hundreds of pounds in fines, the loss of your license, or even a criminal record. There is no excuse for not knowing the status of your own license and vehicle documents. The information is available to you online, it is free to access, and the consequences of ignoring it are simply too serious to risk. And that is everything you need to know about what UK drivers must carry and be aware of right now to avoid heavy fines and serious legal consequences. If this video has opened your eyes to something you did not know before, then it has done its job. Share this with every driver you know, your family members, your friends, your colleagues, because this information could genuinely protect someone from a life-altering fine or a criminal conviction. The roads are being monitored more closely than ever before. Enforcement is increasing, and the days of getting away with document issues are quickly coming to an end. Protect yourself, protect your license, and protect your future on the road by getting these things in order today. Do not wait until you are pulled over to find out there is a problem. Act now, check your documents, and drive with confidence knowing everything is in order. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. It means everything. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up because it helps more UK drivers find this important information when they need it most. And if you are not already subscribed, please subscribe to UK Fines Alerts right now so you never miss a critical update like this one. We are here to keep UK drivers informed, protected, and ahead of the law, and we have got a lot more important alerts coming your way very soon. Subscribe to UK Fines Alerts today. Stay safe, stay legal, and we will see you in the next one.